lead to an awful lot of L's.
Love throwing to start us off. Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
Throw right side, and Dobbs has it. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving. New set of downs for him from the 46. Thrown on first down, Love. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. Second down coming up.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Loves to throw again. Flush down now to his left. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Third and long, here's Love. Escapes the pocket. He's running for it. Gets out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
So the Giants out and getting set for their first drive. And they'll be led out by this promising young signal caller out of the University of Colorado.
Kate, he's had some time to work past their last game, and he needed every second of it. A 4-interception game isn't easy for anybody to move on from, even for the shortest of memories. He's got to get his head right this week. This team needs him to deliver.
And they had that one contained right at the line. That was Harold Landry making the tackle. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Here's a throw. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the one he was throwing for. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Looking to the air here. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Man, there's no way around this, Brock. They had that offense exactly where they wanted them, and the penalty gives them a whole lot more breathing room.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the late, great Dennis Green. He said it perfectly. We had him right where we wanted, and we let him off the hook.
And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 43. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Packers will take over as he records his first interception of our season. A nice starting spot for the Packers this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Running back sent in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Love. This finds Dobbs. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 1st down, Packers. Love out of the shotgun. That's to the sideline. It's a catch by Dobbs.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
From the 36. Has him on the quick hitter. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down. They'll motion him out of the backfield. First down throw, here's Love. Dumped off to his running back. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Bobby Okereke making that stop.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can you get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
Love from the gun. He's on the move. Avoids the sack. He can run it.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt. Even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
Love on 3rd and short. Complete beyond the marker. And he's able to get this down to the 13. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. He brings it in. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the gain. But boy, Brock, what a shot. 2nd and 3 now. Shotgun now for Love. And he'll take this one in for the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Jaden Reed, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Packers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Dory Jackson now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Giants taking the field for their 2nd possession. And they got off on the wrong foot here with that opening drive interception that led to points the other way.
Yeah, and what this defense has shown is they are going to capitalize on your mistakes, and not just a little, but by a lot. So from here on out, you better play some mistake-free football because this defense is hunting for more.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. 2nd and 3 now. They go right back to Tracy. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Devontae Wyatt finishing that play off. Call it no gain, maybe one at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2. A tight end in motion now. Here's Tracy once more. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And it's good enough for a New York first down. New set of downs for him from the 46. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Catch is made. It's Jalen Hyatt. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down. So before they can set up... Welcome back. We'll begin this 2nd quarter with the Giants in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
2nd and 10 now. Like a good target, Brock. Neighbors is there. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Giants will have a first down. A handoff to Tracy. And that hit stops him in his tracks. no progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Now on 2nd and 10. Has it at the 7. And in, touchdown, New York. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Packers and Jordan Love set to take over again. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. To the air with Love. Forced out to his right. Now here he goes. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
From midfield on 2nd down. That's caught Tucker Kraft. And it goes the distance. Touchdown, Green Bay! The Packers take a 2nd quarter lead. Here's Sly to try the point after. Rush coming off the edge, and they block it! A Giant has it! And he doesn't get too far on the return, but hey, the overall play amounts to a point kept off the board with that blocked extra point. Well, good news here. This is one kick that can't be blocked as he sends this away. Jackson now to return it. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Giants offense all set to get started. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Hyatt with the grab. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
And he's brought down for a loss.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you can be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Andrew Cooper takes it away.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Cut by Jacobs. And he is hit hard shortly after that catch. Great job hanging on to that, but only a small gain on that play. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll be first down, Packers. Love looking to pass. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open. It beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
2nd and 10. Love trying again. That'll be complete to Jacobs. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
They put a receiver in motion here left. Throwing his Love on 3rd. That's into the hands of Dobbs. And this is down all the way to the 3. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal. Love to throw again. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Green Bay. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one splits the uprights. And the Packers bump the lead up to 13 points. After seeing his point after blocked, he's got to stay out there and kick it off. Jackson now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Here come the Giants, ready to take over again on offense. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Looking for Malik Neighbors that time. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Throwing from the gun here. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. Sly gets the extra point to go. And the Packers push the lead to 20. You know, good news here. This is one kick that can't be blocked as he sends this away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Giants about to get to work on offense. And this drive would be a win if they can just hang on to the football, Brock, coming off those back-to-back turnovers. Back to the air following the pick-6. Makes the grab in bounds left side. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
On the handoff, this is Tracy. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Edger and Cooper there to make the stop. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
And he'll go down here at the 16. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down. A give to Tracy up the middle. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And not quite a touchdown, but he's down to the 4 before going out. They find 7 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal. Tracy has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. This time it's a passing play. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York! The Giants chop some of the lead off before the half. Patterson tacks on the extra point. And the Giants drop the lead back to 13. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. This return starts at the 5. He's stopped on the return at the 27. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. Drops to a knee, clock's gonna run unless that defense burns one of its 2 remaining timeouts. That's halftime here. Well, the teams are ready, the fans are ready. Let's give the people what they came here for. We'll jump past halftime and get right back to the game. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Jackson now to return it. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the... Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll run it with Devin Singletary. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Throwing now off play action. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Looking for Malik Neighbors that time. And now they face 2nd down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
4 picks, 1 game. Yeah, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
This drive begins with a jet sweep. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
That is teaching tape for a linebacker. Read, react, and finish.
Escape, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with the tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
Gets this one to Watson. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
You've got to be cognizant of where the line to gain is. You can't run that route short, and you certainly can't throw it. That route's just not deep.
Coming off the edge, and it's blocked!
We could say they picked a great time to block the kick, but let's be honest. Any time is a great time to get through and block one. It really rewards the effort that those special teamers put in each and every time out. It might not always get noticed, but it sure does there. Big time.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Buys time, rolling right. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it's good enough for a New York first down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. To the air now on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Devon Fuller bringing that play to an end.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Connects with Johnson. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit. So roughing the passer gifts them a 1st and goal. They'll run here following the penalty. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Throwing on 2nd and 6. The back grabs it. And that's a New York touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Wangu now to return. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They kick the running back in motion. 1st down throw. Here's Love. This finds Downs.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
From the 44 here on 2nd down. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down. New set of downs for him from the 46. Running back sent in motion. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Target that time, Jaden Reed. And it's going to be second down.
Come on, set. Check, pitch, switch, yellow.
Handoff here to Jacobs. We'll have him gain about a handful there. That was Kayvon Thibodeau there to wrap him up. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on third down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Ready, ready.
Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0.
Still third down. On the set.
The flag makes this third down and 10.
Ready, ready. Hunt, hunt.
Love now. That's incomplete. Trying to set up the screen there. The Packers send out their punting unit. And this will be his second effort of the contest. So this one sails over the sideline, and they'll spot it where a touchback would go at the 20-yard line. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this third quarter. They'll go left side with Tracy. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. They left him wide open. It's complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Staying between the tackles with Tracy. And looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Javon Bullard bringing that play to an end. So we hit the end of the third quarter. Second and 6 coming up here. It's a design boot. Headed out right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out. That one ends up a gain of 6. And the Giants will have a first down.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
They go play action on first. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be second down. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring up third and 4. Back to throw now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Still on the move, coming to the line for first and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. 5 Fires right away, but incomplete.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Again the throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Giants come through to tie it in the 4th. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. And he comes through on the kick to give him the lead here in the 4th quarter. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Starting from the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Out now runs the Packer offense. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here.
Let's go.
Motioning him from the slot right. On 1st and 10, here's Love. Complete on a slant to Watson. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. They have themselves another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Ready?
Love from the gun. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the 2 defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
Set, go. Ready.
Loves to throw again. Completes this one to Kraft. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Ready.
Running on 1st here with Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Blitz coming, Love. That's into the hands of Dobbs. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Shotgun now for Love. Brought in close to the 8. It's a Green Bay touchdown. So that brought an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
They did it! He made the interception! Picked off by Deontay Banks. And the Giants have some new life in the 4th. So a little pressure alleviated by the touchdown, but plenty still remains. Gonna need to manufacture another trip to the end zone as they trail by 5.
This feels a little bit like a golf event to me, Kate, where those golfers will spend a big round not even looking at the scoreboard, not even know where they sit. But then when it gets down to winning time, they do know exactly what they need. And to consider that golf now,
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Connects on the crosser. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. If only every game could go like this for him, right? He's been fed targets, and it seems like he's not just been able to bring them in, but he's been making good things happen every time he gets that football.
I'm having Marvin Harrison flashbacks right now, Kate. Being on the sidelines, watching that guy work, and in games like this, moments like this, where you can't feed him enough because that defense just simply has no answers.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Tracy. And he's able to reach that midfield stripe after some solid running. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
This is Tracy. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a 1st down. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Green Bay. Giants trailing by 5. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. They go right back to Tracy. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
2nd down now, 7 to go. He'll look to throw it. And will he? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ballgame. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up. Now to throw. Trying to push it deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. He does it. Touchdown, New York. The Giants jump in front late. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been
And he's into the end zone, so that turns out to be a very smart risk. They've got the lead in this 4th quarter. All right, Brock, they win empty. We all expected a pass was coming, and they do indeed go to the air and connect on that strike for 2.
Yeah, once you empty that backfield, it does certainly, Kate, alert that defense to pass. And then it comes down to disguise. It comes down to timing, especially on a 2-point with everything condensed. Well done by that offense to go get 2.
The Packers ready to run their offense back out there. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go, set, cut.
Setting up to pass. That finds Jacobs complete. Now following that completion, we see a man shaken up. Officials calling for a pause as he gets looked at.
On the double.
Wary of the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Watson with the catch. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. The Packers take their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Ready up.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Come on, set. Cut, cut.
Here he is to throw. Throwing deep for the end zone. And that's a touchdown. The catch is made, and they lead just before the end of this game. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
After seeing his point after blocked, he's got to stay out there and kick it off. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. The Giants and Malik Neighbors set to go to work again. And we've seen some matching touchdowns as of late, so the scoring coming at a good clip, Brock. Let's see if they can keep this up.
You know what's fun, Kate? After all of these years, I have friends that are offensive guys, friends that are defensive guys. And my friends watching this one offensively love it. The defensive guys, they're climbing up their walls. You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along your route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. They'll look to throw. Neighbors with a catch. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Giants.
In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's first down. Back to throw. And the first down pass set away by a defender, incomplete.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that's just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. They'll throw it again. Connects with Johnson. And this one does not go far. Timeout called, and that's going to be the second for New York. Still one more in their pocket to use. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Here he is to throw. Has it downfield, working the left. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Time not on their side here as they get set for first down. No timeouts remaining either. They are throwing it again. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Second and 10 now. Taking a big shot for the end zone. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way.